talk about Twitter and how there's little context, so some people sound like trolls.
This is with the 10-year anniversary of Twitter just coming and
basically
going.
talking about how Twitter with its short,
140 characters.
with its 140 character limit, how there's little context and perhaps tone in a lot of things are lost.
Not just tone. Twitter's not designed for meaningful conversation or nuanced conversation.
No.
Whenever I see hashtags with either political topics or anything semi-controversial, I'm like, well, this is going to get solved over Twitter. It'd be like if I'd be talking to Ian about something in particular, like a complex topic, then all of a sudden,
yeah,
that's Twitter.
Yeah, I agree. Every time someone brings up something, whether it's political or fucking game related or more social aspects, no matter what I want to say, I stay out of it because all it becomes is a shouting match of one-liners. And blurbs you've heard from somewhere. You do not get a chance to defend your position, and there is almost in an argument on Twitter there is absolutely almost zero way to have a conversation that has any potential to have someone see your side.
Because it's not a conversation.
Because it's not. Right.
You're shouting an emotional 140 character blurb at someone.
Right.
It's like getting into a shouting match with like a 10-second time limit.
Yep.
Is what you're basically doing. It's great for sharing information. It's like the number one news source for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when we recorded today, there were the terrorist attacks in Belgium that happened today, and that broke on Twitter. And then you find all the information. When the Arab Spring in 2008, that's when I remember tweeting in 2008, and I said, now Twitter's taken seriously now because this is like people sharing ideas, and people were saying, "Oh, the police are here. We're gathering over here," and that was all shared on Twitter.
As my friend John and I were talking about the other day, Twitter's great for news because what it does is it gives you a headline that you then go and Google, and then you read a more in-depth article about it. You're not going to get your actual news necessarily.
There is breaking news, people tweeting stuff there first.
But what I'm saying is, you see that tweet, and then you go elsewhere to look into it deeply.
But it's also a nice synthesis of what's happening. It's like...
Well, you can get that person on the street feel from it, too.
You hear or feel what's hot out there, whether it's news, sports. You see what everyone's talking about, what the buzz is. It's really what like a buzz center of what's going on. You see what's trending, you click on it, and that's what people are talking about. I'm obviously I'm giving Twitter 101, but the reason I like Twitter though is that you can go in and out of it without feeling obligated to it. Mm-hmm. That's why I like it better than Facebook. Facebook, you feel like you have to always be checking in on it. Like, what are people posting on my wall? What fucking groups are they adding me to without my permission? It's a chore compared to Twitter.
Twitter's a fling. Yeah, I mean, you can go
it's
back.
It's a fun fling.
Yeah,
it's all commitment.
You can go back and forth to it as much as you want. I can take a week off, or I can be heavily involved in it for 5 days.
Have a quickie.
I like Twitter. I've met a lot of cool people on Twitter. I like fucking around late at night when I can't sleep on Twitter. If I get a minute at work, I like screwing around on Twitter. I like Twitter, but yeah, it's the lack. It's not so much even the lack of context. It's the lack of. It's how fast it moves and how little space you have to get across a point that makes it as unique and as fun as it is, but also makes it as inappropriate for certain types of discussions.
That's probably a good way of putting it. It's almost like stuff you'd want to discuss at the dinner table. You don't talk about politics and religion at the dinner table,
right?
but you can yell about the movies you just saw or songs you like real quick. I don't know.
Otherwise, you're gonna end up knocking green beans all over the place.